Welcome to the LuHi Portrait of the Year contest.
We are here at Lutheran High School where the students have gone home to take naps or play video games or start their homework. Well, 11 artists have been asked to stay for the LuHi Art Academy's annual LuHi Portrait Contest.
Based on the British version of the Portrait Artist of the Year, our artists will compete by painting the portrait of one of 3 live sitters in only 4 hours. We have turned the LuHi Art Room into 3 spacious studios where our artists will express themselves with the medium of their choice.
Let's meet our artists. Today we have 7 seniors, 3 juniors, and 2 sophomores competing. The seniors are Caleb Arkell, Nick Skirmetz, Jack Bale, McKenna Maloney, Annabelle Healy, Jack Wu, and Kate Burley.
Our juniors are Celia Van Valkenburg, Lydia Schroeder, Jana Zillinger, and our 2 sophomores are Shay Davis and Ava Lucero.
They will be prodded, examined, and scrutinized by our esteemed judges.
First, we have Michael Nelson, the leader, teacher, owner, and chief portrait officer of Adoration Pro Photo and Elevate Portraits, lover of all things art, and reader of Faces and Light.
We also have science guru and lover of students' forgiveness, lover of forgiveness, and lover of grace, as well as an art aficionado, which you may not know, but Paul Blumenberg.
She is an instructor, artist, and practicing yogi. She loves being outdoors, being creative, and spending time with her husband Colton and their 2 giant poodles, Amadeus and Harry. Emily Sonway.
Hey, artists, you have practiced, prepared, and lost sleep over today's contest. At least I have. But it's finally time to meet your sitters. First of all, you will find him sharing his artistic wisdom in classes at the Pace Center on weekends, and you will find his paintings all around Parker, Los Angeles, and the world, coveted by art collectors everywhere. Please welcome international artist Tadashi Hayakawa.
For our second group, Mayor of Parker the past 8 years, this man has been instrumental in helping the arts thrive in our town. His favorite pastime is making people smile while helping make Parker a better place to live. It's Mayor Mike Wade. And for group 3, mom of one of LuHi Art Academy's own, this woman is an amazing example of love, devotion, and support, Janice Skirmitz.
If you'd like to take your places, and artists take your places.
There's some right there.
Okay, artists, you are about to do something that makes taking the SAT look like a Harry Potter What's Your House quiz. Painting a live portrait in 4 hours. Are y'all ready for this? Because your time starts now.
Hello.
Hi,
All right, introduce yourself.
I'm Shay Davis.
Sophomore?
Yes.
All right, what medium are you using?
I'm using acrylic on a 11 by 14 canvas.
Awesome.
I am Jack Allen Bale, and I am using soft pastels.
Hello. How's it going?
Get me angry.
Why don't you introduce yourself and what class you're in?
Hi, I'm Jana Zillinger. I'm a junior, and I'll be working with fabric today.
Awesome. Is that what the ironing board's for? Yep. Perfect.
That's super cool.
Looks like we're still sketching it out.
Yep.
Hi. Do you want to introduce yourself in your class?
Sure, I'm McKenna, and I'm a senior.
Awesome. So it doesn't look like you sketched it out.
No.
Looks like you're just going for it.
Yeah,
Are you nervous?
a little bit.
introduce yourself and your class.
Okay, I'm Annabelle Healy and I'm a senior. And that's paint.
Awesome. Now you're doing something unique. You're using a tool that
I usually eat off of.
it is a cake knife. Introduce yourself, your name, and your class.
I am Julia. I am
Awesome. So she's the only one that's doing anything digital, which is really unique. And so I'm super excited to see the final product. I can't wait. It's gonna look amazing.
I am Nick. I'm a senior, and I am doing oil painting.
Awesome. Wow.
Yes.
I think so far you're the only person that's doing oil paint.
Am I really?
Yeah. Everyone else is doing acrylic. Are you feeling nervous?
Not anymore. I really was, but I'm good now. Now that I'm starting.
Is the painting relax you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to hear that. Okay. Well, it already. Are you just going for it? Are you doing freehand?
Yeah, I'm just going for it. Figure it out as I go. If something, the dimensions are wrong.
Well,
fix it.
oil paint makes it kind of easy to
Yeah.
fix anything. So.
Okay.
Right. Well, it has only been 15 minutes, and people are making a lot of progress. So we'll come back in a little while and check in. Hi. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Kate Roulette.
What class are you in?
I'm a senior.
Awesome. What are you using?
Charcoal.
Awesome. And the background is unique. It's pink.
Pink.
I think it looks really nice.
Thank you.
Of course. So you are sketching yours out. You're not going
Yeah.
freehand.
Yeah, I need to sketch it out first.
Sounds good. I would sketch it out if I could draw. What is your name?
My name is Lydia Schroeder.
And you are using. Yes. Awesome. And what are you using today?
I was just starting out with a drawing,
You're gonna put it on canvas?
yes. I haven't even finished it yet, but it's something that I was doing in art class. There was a picture of me and my sister when we were younger.
Yes, we've
And
seen
that is the first ever painting I've done of a person's
Well,
face. So
If it's any
I don't know what I'm
indication as to
doing.
what this is gonna be, it's gonna look amazing. Because that is amazing. Especially with acrylic. That is really hard to do. So props to you. Hello. Yeah, exactly. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm April Lucero. I'm a sophomore.
Awesome. And you're using acrylic on the canvas today. Perfect. It looks like you sketched it out.
Yep.
Awesome. That's always a good idea. Are you feeling nervous?
This is very cool to be here
Yes.
because I'm not even in art academy.
My name is Caleb Bartel. I'm in Art Academy, and I'm a senior.
Okay. All right. So you painted this canvas earlier today.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you guys do your thing, work some magic, and we'll be back in a little bit.
As the artists begin to take on this daunting task, let's take a look at some of the self-portraits that got them here.
I mean, right off the bat, I love how, your typical notebook, you would expect it to be, portrait style, and he actually went with the landscape and then put a portrait in there, which is kind of fun, giving us the texture across the top in the paper, which just kind of adds some fun elements to it.
I'm interested to see with his different media that he's using, a mix of oil and acrylic compared to his pencil and recycled paper.
It conveys like this fun youthfulness, I feel like, set in beiges and browns.
I feel like she nailed her energy right off the bat. Like, when you look at her, you look at this, you're like, wow, that's a caricature. Like, it's really good. And I'm excited to see how Tadashi turns out in that format, too. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, indeed. I like the use of gray mid-tone and how she added in the shading. But I also like how she let the mid-tone speak for her highlights as well, using the paper. And I see that reflected in her portrait that she's drawing. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised by the style of portraiture she chose to do for herself compared to her being such an abstract expressionistic painter.
It's so fun to see the juxtaposition from this to what she's brought today in this competition. So,
especially with the amount of color she's choosing to use today.
These 4 artists will be making a portrait of Tadashi Hayakawa.
So yeah, you can look around and talk to people, and if you want, like if you were looking at something like the banana on the wall or something.
No, I'm just talking to her.
Okay.
Because she's looking at me. And she doesn't move.
No. So if you just go back to her after you look around, then that will help them. Otherwise, you can look and talk and move around.
I think it helps that it's a full body because we don't have the facial features. You know, your energy comes from your face and your eyes, you know, and your expression. But yet in this, you know, we've got a story. You know, we see a guy maybe by a campfire, you know, just kind of enjoying what I feel would be like a summer day. So it kind of gives a good energy that way.
I mean, I see a country boy that's kicking back with his boots on, sitting on a bucket next to a, you know, like a farmhouse kind of a setting, which kind of an American experience.
I find it very interesting, her use of fabric, and obviously the certain shape she's chosen to cut out to create the overall form.
I like the emotion that it conveys. When you're up close, it's happy. But then when you get farther away, it smooths out, it broadens out.
It's very dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the definite formal elements, but I find it interesting that McKenna has chosen to go with a very organic process today and kind of fly with whatever she's feeling, whereas this seems a lot more uniformed and thought out.
I'm actually excited that she's, you know, broken from, you know, what she submitted to a totally different medium that she's using today with her portraiture, and you know, it'll be exciting to see what she delivers.
I'm really liking the way in which she chose to have her facial features be pronounced.
Well, and I like how we didn't lose her in the black background either. Like, she took that time putting the whites in there. Excellent detail on that, and I like the likeness of that as well.
These 4 artists are making a portrait of Mayor Mike Wade.
Ava's definitely drawing a similar style here. Like, you've got this detailed surrounding this blank eye, and she's doing the same thing, so I'm intrigued to see if she ran out of time and didn't have enough time to tackle an eyeball, and if she's gonna, or if it's a style or
yeah, the way she wants it to
yes.
ultimately be.
His backgrounds always draw me in right off the bat. Like, I'm, you know, very geometric, and now he's brought in the purples on his artwork that he's doing now, and I love that energy, and I would love to see that completed. But even now that it's at the stage that it's at, it still shows him, and it kind of gives a different energy that I like.
Well, I love how you said it draws you in, because you do have the focal point in the middle of the portrait that really brings your eye into it all, and whether or not it's finished, you definitely can sense the likeness.
Jack's self-portrait was incredible. I mean, the emotion and the energy that you can see in there, just the intensity, I feel, you know, it's almost like he's trapped inside of his head, and there's a wolf ready to break out.
To his self-portrait, very whimsical and surreal. You have a wolf and a dancing marionette on a chessboard, and then a big missing puzzle piece. So it brings in a lot of different elements that if you didn't know Jack, you could be able to tell a lot about his personality just with what he chose to include. So for Lydia's self-portrait, I find it very interesting that she's the only artist that chose to add in another person into her self-portrait, specifically her twin sister. The likeness of them both is very on point.
Lydia's personal portrait submission, her and her sister, unbelievable. Great energy. Just the joy you see between the two of them in the photo, it's amazing. The medium used with the canvas was a great choice, and just really cool to see what she created from that.
These three artists, along with Jack Wu, who will be working from the comfort of his own home, are making a portrait of Janice Skurmatz.
So a lot of artists are choosing to do different styles in their self-portraits, but I think we have a lot of exciting results because of that, and a lot of
Me too.
interesting
It also
paintings
speaks
going
volumes
on.
of the inspiration they're feeling today.
Not knowing how their portraits are coming along, the sitters can do nothing but wait, while the judges have the opportunity to look closer at how the artists are doing.
I mean, immediately I can feel Tadashi's presence in that image. I am concerned about how along, Nick has made it with how much time we have left. So
Indeed.
a lot of background still open, and we're waiting for that detail to come in if he can make that happen.
The finalized detail, the likeness coming through.
What do you think about the brush choice on the cheeks there with that brush? Should have gone maybe something more detailed.
I don't know. I think the light reflection serves pretty well on the cheeks. I think it might be the mouth area. I'm interested to see how he turns that out.
Yes.
Along with the facial hair.
So I've noticed with Annabelle's, I'm a little concerned about the size of the spatula she's chosen. Whether she could complete this.
The
in that
cake
amount of
slicer.
time. Yeah. There's a lot of slices of cake in life, and you got to choose how big of a slice you're going to take.
Well, I'm just slightly concerned with the maybe amount of paint she already has laid down, seeing if it sticks to the canvas as well as she thinks it will later on. We still have about 3 hours to go, so we'll see what happens.
Well, and I wonder if the brush strokes will help reflect the fidgetiness that we find in Mayor Mike Wood here.
Overall, the likeness is definitely captured. I'm intrigued to see the finalized details come together.
Well, and when they choose such a fine brush like this, I always get nervous for them and the amount of time that's left that they can complete what they're going for. It's amazing to see the detail that you can get with that medium. It's a matter of the time balance, again, being able to complete everything in such a short time.
And may I ask what your kind of overall thought process is moving forward?
Well, I'm going to do the background first.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of do an abstract, just some stuff. Let's see where it goes for the background.
Absolutely. More on the abstract
Yeah,
side?
neutral colors and stuff. And then Yeah, I'll be painting over this. It's just gonna
kind of give you the basics.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the just like blocks of color and shading and stuff first, and then I'm gonna fine tune it.
Very cool. All right, nice. Were you inspired in any way to create the full length from head to toe, whereas others are just creating more of the shoulders up and bust?
You can, but then it's like... Honestly, I just kind of like the way he was sitting and just the pose he was in.
Do you feel like it captures more of the essence of him?
Yeah. Especially as it's hands. I always find the hands and the face to be the most expressive.
Interesting. Well, and he has a cane with him as well. And that's a big added, something that describes a lot about him.
As these 4 hours that probably flew by for our artists and nearly sat still for our sitters comes to an end, the artists put on their finishing touches, and the time to reveal all of their hard work finally arrives.
Okay, artists, that's time. Put down your brushes and stop painting. Tadashi, thanks for being with us today. We really appreciate it. And now, do you have anything to say about your experience?
Well, I really had fun, yes. And I was not sure whether I can stay posing such a long time, you know. But thanks to that lady, she keeps on watching me. So I was just communicating with her. That's the only reason I could stay for a long time.
Okay, well now's the time when we get to see what the artists have been doing. So,
great.
Artists, turn your easels.
Oh my gosh, the wheels work this way.
Great.
Peace.
Yeah.
You want to take a closer look? Start over here. This is Kate, and she used charcoal. This is Nick. He used oil paint. Speechless. And so we made a print, but it looks better on the screen.
Yes. That's great. These are great. Do you know? I always emphasize for the artists or students that it's the most important thing is you to be very honest to yourself. You know, this art should be you. Even though I'm posing, still it's you. And look at this all different feeling. That one, thank you very much. That's for peaceful. Do you know that? I like it. I look like, well, in some zones, I'm really so at peace. And also, it really shows I am Japanese. I can. Then here. Yes, this is me. This is I say. It's a kind of serious, you know. And I bet I look like that when I'm thinking something important. And also, you showed really I am Oriental. I am Japanese. That's and also the texture of the face. Great. Really captured. I think I believe I look like this. You know that. The color, choice of color for background. That's also good. Thank you. That's nice, wonderful. So these are two pieces, totally different, but still captured my feeling. Thank you. Now, this is also, it's me. You know, I'm a believer or not, I am quite often like this. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. You know that? And it's so comical, you know. But still, even this art, I look very peaceful. Thank you. That's very important for me, you know. That's I really enjoy. I can't stop smiling. And also, I'm a caveman. That means I don't know how to use a computer. I have telephone, but I can use this telephone only to call, to receive the call, and voicemail. That's all. That's all. I'm wasting money for the other things. And so to me, it's amazing the way you did. I can't believe it. That's totally different world to me. Yeah, that's great. Okay, here. That's also me. I am very sometimes quiet, peaceful moment, but also I have a lot of desire, energy in me. Probably why I'm painting, probably I look like this. You know, that you capture the kind of something deep inside me. You know, you captured my soul. That's wonderful. And also I like that piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. It's
Okay.
it's everything is wonderful. Now, Mark told me I can choose one of these, take home. But I explained to Mark I cannot do that. The reason is I'm very soon going heaven. You know, I don't live that long, and I don't waste your artwork. Okay. So instead of me, please keep your artwork with you as the memory. I'm so happy I was here today and I was together with you. So please remember me, you know, even after I'm gone, keep it for the memory. Okay? Thank you very much.
Actually my last official event as mayor of Parker. So it's an honor of mine to be here with you guys doing this. For a couple reasons. One of them, to be quite honest, one of the biggest changes that I've had over the last 12 years of being elected here in Parker on a personal level is I've always enjoyed art. I've been a photographer my whole life, but I've never appreciated the artistic process as much as while I've been mayor. I was honored to be part of the design team and the group that started the Pace Center, and I was, approached 7 years ago to start acting in theater and all sorts of things, and it's opened and changed my life and my world. So I want to say to you guys, what you've done today and what you will continue to do as artists, you guys are absolutely amazing. You bring the color and soul and vibrancy to our society and to people around you. So I know each of you are probably your own worst critics. I can tell you from experience that you will be your worst critic, but everyone else around you will be better because of the light that you bring to them. So thank you for your talents and sharing all that with me in my last experience as mayor.
Okay, thank you. Are you ready to see?
I'm ready. I don't even know what to do.
Okay. Artists.
Is it like all at once, or is it like I dripped on a little bit?
No, follow once. Artists, turn your easels.
I don't want to look. Now, who did Jason Momoa? If you got me. Holy cow, look at these things. Those are. This is the best one right here. Holy cow, like I don't even know what to say. Those are absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness, even got my grade.
Yeah, we can take a closer look.
And out of fabric, this is just insane. That is so cool. And even got the outdoor sprigs, look at that. That is, and the gray beard. So cool. And now, whereas I could pretty much see the background of yours as you were doing it, and not really me too much, the background of this that you changed it to, fantastic. That is absolutely amazing.
Okay, so now you have the hard decision of choosing which one you'd like to take home.
Oh my goodness, I seriously don't even know what to do. They are all seriously fantastic. You guys are amazing. And all different styles too. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna go with this one. That is just incredible.
Okay, Janice, thank you for being here. How
Thank
did
you.
you feel posing for portrait? Was it?
It was great. No, it was fine. Yeah. I'm so excited to see it. Everybody that walks by that sees it, they all make these comments, and I'm just dying to see what they look like.
All right, artists, go ahead and turn your easels.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to turn. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Let me see where these are. Sorry, I gotta get Jax up here. Okay, and Jax, he wanted to have together, so I'm just going to get these as large as you can here. So here are Jack's two paintings, side by side. So, I know. Let's go ahead and take a closer look if you'd like to. And you can talk to him.
It's awesome. I love it. It looks great. What did I look like without eyebrows?
A bit different.
That's so cool. And that looks totally different right side up than it did upside down. Watching you do it, it's amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love the hair. That looks so good.
Either on the screen or on the computer. It's fine either way.
See, you got my boots.
Yeah, Jack got the boots.
How am I supposed to decide?
I don't know. It's a tough decision.
Either.
It's always
Guys,
tough.
they're
when it's-
amazing. They're all so good.
I guess you just go with which one you like the most. All right.
They're so good.
Just you can go ahead out in the hallway while the judges talk over their decision for the Portrait Artist of the Year.
I'm really impressed by
That
this.
is a great idea.
Early in the process
Please
of watching
divide
it, I was like,
into different
all right,
people.
cool,
Okay,
what,
yes, same way.
waiting for that moment, and then when it did turn, I was like,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
She got it. Like, that was really amazing.
like was so blah at the beginning of like, where's she going with this? And holy cow, in the last hour and a half, the detail that she was able to bring out in the eyes, the mouth, and the hair.
Oh yeah.
He looks like he's in conversation, which he was a lot of the session. So I think there's movement, there's, I don't know, it seems like he's talking to someone and looking at someone in conversation.
Well, and I kind of can connect to it, and I love the depth of the background, like just her coloring she used. I think it was really brilliant. But I can't ignore the texture on this. You know, if I was walking down the street, this would stop me in my tracks.
And showing just kind of the chaos she might have been going through during the process.
What's really fun too is he captured both angles. He was stuck at one, but he, in his mind, he went to the other side. This is the other side. You know, I don't know, you know, for him, because this is what he was seeing the whole time.
Yeah.
But this, you know, which one, I don't know which one he did first, but he chose to see it from the other side as well.
But I don't necessarily know that it makes the final pretty.
Okay, thank you all for doing this. It was a pleasure. It was really fun. I'm so proud of all of you for not only the artwork that you did, but just how you handled yourselves, handled the pressure, and didn't just you know, give up or quit. I envisioned maybe somebody would just be like, I can't do it, I'm going home. None of you did that. You all did an excellent job. I was really proud of you. So, the judges looked over everything, and I'll let Mr. Nelson tell you what they did.
Okay, guys, so our short list, the top 3 that we came up with, it was not easy, you guys. This is amazing. What I want you guys to know, too, is that the difference between you guys as students and professionals is charging money for your work. That's it. That's it. So always be confident in what you do. Again, like Mayor Wade said, you're going to be your worst critic. And fighting those voices in your head, just keep pushing them down, because you guys are amazing. And I'm just blown away. Like we all are so blown away by what you guys did. So thank you for letting us be a part of this. I love this, man. I absolutely love this. I love you guys. So good job. Now, short list. Here we go. Top 3 that we went through the criteria. It came down to Annabelle. And Kate. And Lydia. Just the energy and everything that you guys put into your paintings was so amazing. And from the short list, we could only choose one. And it was really hard, I gotta tell you guys, because we loved everything. But the winner is
Alright, congratulations, Lydia. Here's your first place prize.
So I thought Lydia did one of the best portraits because of the overall process I saw her encounter. So from the very beginning, when she laid her first brush strokes down on the canvas, I was really intrigued, and seeing kind of the struggle she had at certain points and the frustrations she had, but then overcoming them, and it all coming together at the very end was just complete. So I think it was just the overall process, the time and effort she took, and the attention to detail that was present.
The way that Lydia started with this like kind of messy background, like almost like splatters and splotches, almost camo-y. It was really cool, and there were some drips, you know, the paint was dripping down on there, and it was really fun and interesting. And then she placed the portrait inside of that, and that really stood out to us, you know, as the judges. Loved what she did with that, and it was a really good job on her getting that composition nailed in there. Her background, in the way that there was drips and there was splatters and it was really exciting, and it captivated us as the judges were like, wow, look at how great this is versus just, a plain black, a plain white, solid background. And her hair was short and gray and just really spunky and cool and had great character in it. And Lydia nailed that. She captured it. The eyes were totally her. The expression on her face, like, just knocked it out of the park. Like, we all just were blown away at how well she nailed Nick's mom.